Welcome to the Ill Noise Business Playbook. We are here with Dr. Rima Modi of Dental Symphony. Dr. Rima, how are you doing today?
Very good. How about you, Joe?
I'm doing wonderful. You know, as I was talking to you before we started, we have had an opportunity to kind of see one another in the field. So it's always good to see a friendly face. It's wonderful to see you today. Before we get going on learning more about Dental Symphony and all the amazing things that you're doing there, how's the family? How's your wonderful husband? How's your wonderful child? How's everything going? Not only how's everything going, but do you have any plans? I know we're creeping on a weekend.
Family is good. Herschel is crushing it and being the amazing support system as always. And Rihan is our 6-year-old, and summer break is going very good. A lot of camps, and I appreciate the school because this is actually our first summer break that we've actually had, like where he's home, and now we're like, now what do we do and plan things around him? And it's constantly, Mom, I'm bored. Or I'll get calls, Mom, where is my next play date at? So in constant middle of work, you're like trying to even arrange play dates, pick up, drop offs, but all good stuff. That means he's thriving. He's doing well.
Oh, that's great. That's good. Wonderful boy there, may I say. Well, listen, why don't we, now that we've talked about one of your passions, which is obviously your family, let's talk about your business passion, and that's Dental Symphony. So tell us about your business and tell us what inspired you to do what you're doing with Dental Symphony.
Dental Symphony is located in Algonquin, and we not only treat teeth, but we also treat people. And we do a full service, we offer a full service dental treatment. And with that said, we offer cleanings, we offer crowns, and all the scary words that come with dental related. But trust me and I promise that it's not as scary. But that's what we do at Dental Symphony.
Yeah, and we've had an opportunity to visit you over there, and you certainly do. You and your staff are just so amazing, so friendly, and I think that's indicative of a person that's leading the way on that team. By the way, that's kudos to you.
Thank you.
As a small business, I know that you're dealing with a lot of, there's a lot of obstacles you have to overcome, whether or not it be with scheduling things appropriately, whether or not be with getting the word out, so on and so forth. So, Dr. Rima, what sort of obstacles have you had to overcome?
We've had obstacles with staffing. We've had obstacles with even orders, making sure our supplies are and our inventory is always there. And, we've had also obstacles with scheduling, conflicts, communication within the team itself as well. Sometimes there can be miscommunication within us as team members. But in order to overcome those, when it comes to the dental office and my team, we are very big on having a morning huddle. So at the start of the day, we will all meet early. We go over our day and we know exactly where, if we are missing out some information, if I've said something and my team has understood something else. So we spend that good 15, 20 minutes in the morning before our first patient to make sure that, hey, we all understood what our day looks like. During the days also, there can be ups and downs, but then that we just navigate through and sometimes it's the same thing that's happened in the past. And we're like, okay, we know this, we got this. And one biggest thing I tell my team, hey, if anything feels like it is an obstacle and you don't know what to do, just breathe, relax. Calm down first. Don't panic, because once you panic, things are out of control. They are going to go out of whack. Just calm down, breathe. If you need to step away, walk away for 2 minutes. Go get yourself coffee if you have to, and come back. It's all going to be just fine. And sometimes even with our patients, if something happens, and I say, hey, it's always just good to be upfront and honest. This is what's happened. Like last week, we had short staffed, which is okay. We ran behind. I apologize. There were some things that we had to work on. And our patients are great. So I'm very grateful to my patients for understanding, and they in turn support small businesses like us. So I think that's what's been helpful.
That's beautiful. And boy, what a great lesson for life. If you're having stress, just take a step back, breathe, and then let's come back and start attacking. I think that's awesome. I know that we've seen each other out there in the field, which I think is great. I know, we're also, um, I see a lot of stuff on social media as well. And I know when people are recommending a dentist in the area, I'm always trying to certainly reference Dental Symphony. But what is a way that you're growing your customer base, and how are you able to do so?
Happy patients. My patients that come to our office and they are happy, they are the biggest uh, strength, and they're the they are my best supporters. They are the best people that have been helping us grow. Even if, for instance, a patient that leaves happy, whether being an adult or a child, I love hugs. And they're like, "Can we give you a hug?" I was like, "Of course." That just makes my day. Even and when they're ringing that bell that we have at our office to celebrate their appointment because they've overcome that anxiety that they had when they walked in, and now they're like, "No, this wasn't as bad as what we imagined." And then they ring that bell. It's also it's also helping a patient if they're in the waiting area overcome that anxiety too a little bit. So we switched. That's why that bell is so important to us. We also have embraced social media as word of mouth, and we're actively involved in the community. And we're also using online platforms to help spread the word about Dental Symphony.
They say if you make someone happy, they're going to tell 10 of their friends.
That
If
is
you
true.
make someone unhappy, they're going to tell 100. So I think, one of the reasons why your business is growing so much is because that's kind of what you're cultivating. You're cultivating this positivity, you're cultivating this good feeling. And again, I've got a couple years on you. Wink, wink. We know it's a lot more than just a couple. And I going to the dentist has always been something I've never been a fan of. But again, asking Neha, when can we go back?
Thanks.
You have to know.
Anytime. Everyone's welcome. Feel free walk in whenever you feel like. I'd love to say hello if you need to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know that you are on the cusp of current technology. I know so because, again, I visited your office and it's not an antiquated office at all. You're very, very up to snuff. You're very up with the current trend. But I think as somebody that's running a business, you have to not only be aware of what the current trends are, but have an ability to sort of forecast what some of those future trends might be. So, what are sort of some of those future trends that you are foreseeing in your industry, and how are you planning on, adapting to those future trends?
We are always keeping up with the trends. The future trends or even current trends is doing same day crowns, is doing lasers, is also making dentistry as easy and as fast as possible. We already have AI at our office with a lot of tech, with a lot of our x-rays too. We do want to get a 3D printer as well, where we right now we have a scanner which with the scanner we're sending out those cases to the labs and relying still on a lab technician. But our future plan is to have a 3D printer at the office, so now we itself can print everything at the office. So we are already aware that these are the future trends. They're going to even get better, and we're trying. That will be our future. That's where we're headed towards, and I'm positive and I'm very hopeful. I would say in 2 to 4 years we will be up with those current trends and the future trends as well, because we're constantly evolving. We're not willing to settle down with or plateau with what we have. With the mindset of being constantly evolving and we want to evolve, I think we will be upbeat with that, with the future trends.
I think you will as well. Tell us about a moment of success you've had since you've been running this business, whether it be a patient, whether it be with the team. Give me a feel good story. Give us all a feel good story if you could, Doctor.
Well, we've had so many success stories. One of them fairly recent, we had a patient fell, trauma on the front teeth, bruised, lacerated lips. It's painful, and had a wedding coming up, personal events coming up, and we were like, okay, we have time crunch here. We have that event that is very important to the patient. It's even important to us at that point and may not be an event, but it is just the point about being embarrassed to even step out the door, even to say hello to a neighbor. It's not acceptable to us. And we're like, okay, we have a challenge, but that's what we like challenges for. We were able let the body heal, but luckily we had still 7 to 10 days. Body heals well as well. And then we were, of course, ahead of it. We were able to get the patient in very same day for emergency treatment, plan things out very well with the lab, myself, with my team, and the patient's actually at the wedding. So that was one success story. The other one's also more like where you have a patient that's severely anxious, did not want to step into any dental office for decades. That same patient now has this just a out change in outlook as how dentistry is done, and she kept up with the full treatment. Started out with being so anxious where needed like a stress ball. We have blankets, we have pillows, we offer like the dark shades, we offer earplugs, headphones. Towards the end of all her appointments, she's like, I don't need any of this. We're good. Let's just get started. And I was like, are you sure? And she's like, no, it is because, you know, I think this is such a big success story. And then she's like, yes, when am I coming in next? I said, you don't have to come in. You're good. You come in every 6 months or once a year. And she's like, no, can we do it every 4 months? And I was like, that is a success story. And I was like, okay, sweet.
The last thing I'll just add to all the wonderful things you said too is I think it's really awesome that you have TV screens on the ceiling
Oh my
because
gosh, it's a game changer. My
it
kids
really is.
love it. Our
Yeah,
kids love
I
it.
can imagine kids, being filled up with so much anxiety, but if they can watch something they enjoy, they're not thinking about the anxiety within, they're thinking about the entertainment above. So I think that's beautiful that you do that. Dr. Rima, what's the best way that people can reach out to you if they want to learn more about Dental Symphony and maybe schedule a visit and get those teeth looked at?
We are very easily accessible in Algonquin. We're at 1078 East Algonquin Road in Algonquin. And our website is www.thedentalsymphony.com. Even we have Facebook page or Instagram page. It's thedentalsymphony.com. We are accessible. We have phone, even text. So on the phone number listed on our website, patients can text us directly on it to even schedule an appointment. You can schedule appointments via the website as well. So we're very easily accessible and very convenient.
You are. Well, Dr. Rima, once again, it's always wonderful to see you. And thank you so much for spending time with us today and having everybody get to learn about dental symphony.
Thank you, Joe.